Hello, I'm Telkiney, and you're watching the Nerd Navigator. Come join me as I explore video games, movies, comic books, and anything else I can find. Hi, I'm Telkiney, your Nerd Navigator, and I just want to thank you for coming into the channel. Please hit like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Helps me out. Not a real channel yet, so anything would help. So anyway, I just wanted to vlog a little bit, tell you about my week, how I've been playing, what's I've been going. So today is January 10th. Hopefully I'll have this out before midnight, but it's unlikely. But so WoW patch 7.1.5 just came out today, so some really good stuff. Is this the worst patch ever? No, it's not. It's really great patch, actually. They did a lot to that is Blizzard did a lot to address a lot of my concerns coming into Legion, in terms of catch up with my alts, balance changes, especially legendary balance changes. The first thing I want to talk about is the legendaries, because it's been a big problem for me. My characters all have utility legendaries. I don't play like a ton a lot, like I work. I don't get a stream all day and so forth. I'm not in school, so between playing WoW, other games, and work, girlfriends, whatever, I just don't have the time to keep grinding. So I don't have that many legendaries. I have two legendaries, both utility legendaries, healing ones. So comparing myself to anyone with DPS and so forth, when I'm looking at my percentiles and so forth, I know deep down, I know I would always be like 10 to 20k less than what I could have been if I just had the legendaries. I would have powered a bit higher. So I really like coming. Maybe it's a little biased because I do have the utility that they increase some of the utilities. They decrease some of the really best in slot legendaries. Although they added some new best in slot legendaries for some specs that aren't so like. Anyway, get into that. But I think it was a good step in the right direction. I think a better step would have been just make everything across the board utility, not DPS increasing. That way you don't have the back and forth. Everybody's just on a level, and give them fun stuff, man. Like, that's what they should have been. But what can you do? They are what they are. So people are still going to want the DPS ones. I don't care if it's a 2% increase or whatever. They're still going to go for the DPS ones. I know I would, because everyone wants to see those numbers when they're DPS. Now, mine are going to allow me to survive better if I make a mistake, sure. But if it wasn't a mistake that was going to kill me anyway, then what's the point, right? So we'll see how that happens once I get into Nighthold. And so Nighthold's coming out in about a week or two, I'm sure. I didn't see a release date for that. I'm sure there's out there maybe, but I'm just oblivious. But hopefully it's like next week or something. But the balance changes for all the classes is great. I feel like they are really condensing down the difference in DPS from the top echelon to the bottom specs. I think they're not close to where it should be, but that's a struggle. I understand that, so I'm not really complaining too much about it. Just, yeah, I always want the gap to be smaller than it usually is, and I don't care what class I am in that. It's not that I'm the bottom class, because I played the bottom class guys in the launch. I was a Beastmaster. Okay, I don't care what poll, what what simulation or what log site you're at, Beastmaster was at or near the bottom. Like, by at least they're at the bottom, or at least up like third or fourth, from the bottom. And it doesn't matter. Like, it just didn't matter. but I played it because I like it. My problem is when that spec is 50% like less than the top, or not 50%. The top spec is 50% more than the bottom spec. So if the damage potential for the bottom spec is 400 DPS and the top spec is 600 DPS, the top spec's doing 50% more damage. That's crazy. That's you can't balance that. I mean, that to that degree, really. It's not that difficult, man. Like, and I've seen blue posts, I've seen Blizzard, stuff. I've been seeing like it blows my mind. They go like, oh well, we can't do for everyone, and simulations aren't accurate, but they kind of are, man. Like, and that's for the best rotation. Yeah, exactly. And that's what everybody's going to try to strive for. That's actually trying to play their class. Everybody tries to get better. You know what I mean? So, what can you do? Like, anyway, so along with that, the other mechanics in the new patches, like the artifact catch up for alts and so forth, really awesome. I've been not wanting to play my shaman, even though I rolled a new one, or not a new one, but I rolled him after I stopped with my beastmaster. Got him to like rank 17 in this artifact, but still like I felt behind, like, and so that there's catch up mechanics now that I instantly got him to 20. Here after the patch, you probably will see that in my gameplay here. So I'm really excited about that. And people coming into the game, like, they'll be able to get right to 15. They can just purchase up after they get to 110. I think that's going to be awesome for new players, or because I know a player coming into a game that you feel like you're so behind, there's no way you can catch up. That's going to help people. So kudos to Blizzard for recognizing their problem that they introduced with Legion and trying to implement ways to fix that. The balance changes, I think, are going to help. Like I said, it's not perfect, but I feel like they're trying new rotations. They're trying new stuff. I think the community is still going to be a little crazy for a little bit until they find that niche, rotation for each class, and we'll see where it lands then. So besides World of Warcraft, I've been playing Elder Scrolls Online. So this is where it's going to get tough for me, because Nighthold is going to come out soon, but I still want to play some Elder Scrolls Online too. Besides like playing like Overwatch and so forth with some of my streaming buddies, like Clubby Dubby and Dutch Fan Action, man. Like, links to the description below. I love these guys, by the way. I'm gonna segue into them. I've been following a few. I don't do a ton of Twitch like watching, but recently I have. Usually it's just I'll watch like Quinn69. When I was playing Diablo, Riker, watch his YouTube channel more than his stream at all. But I like people that like I could learn from and so forth. But recently I started streaming, like watching streams like that have way smaller communities, where I could actually interact with the streamer and so forth. And that's what I've been starting to do. Skylea, Dutch and Clubby. You can actually interact with them because they don't have like 500 people all trying to bid for their attention. You can actually build rapport with these people and so forth. And so I've been having a lot of fun with that. Been playing Overwatch with them. We've been playing Elder Scrolls together, and they've been actually becoming fast friends. You know what I mean? Like, these are just great people to hang out with in games. I give Dutch and Clubby a whole lot of shit, like maybe to the point where it may even annoy him. Who knows?
Yeah, of course I get it. I know. Telkiney says only Dutch gets it. Yeah, I don't even repeat your shitty jokes on stream, okay? I'm not giving you any more airtime. All right. They're making great gifts. Hey, Telkiney, go fuck yourself. Thank you. Hit me. That didn't hit me, by the way. Hey, Telkiney. Fuck off. Someone tell Telkiney he's fired. See? Clubby doesn't get your shitty jokes, Telkiney.
But that's what I start getting sarcastic, man, when I actually like am comfortable with people, because otherwise I'm kind of like an introvert. But once you start like being more friendly with people, I start, the asshole in me comes out, you know what I mean, like, and it's all in fun, you know, but you know, it's all sarcastic kind of shit. But anyway, they've been good sports about it and stuff, and pretty open and so forth. So I've just been really enjoying those communities. So again, I'm gonna link the description down below, and you should check them out. You really should. We've been playing a lot of Overwatch ESO, like I was mentioning. I got to level 50 in ESO like about a week or two ago, and just been trying to get champion points when I have the time. I'm really trying to get to that. There's this kind of sweet spot when you get to 160 champion points. You kind of don't need you don't need to keep getting new gear for the gear that you have. You know, like if you're level 1 and you get to level 10, you need new gear kind of thing, right? Because you grow with the character. But that's the last kind of rank to get gear, and then you can just worry about the gear that you're getting. Like getting to 110 in World of Warcraft, you know, the gear score doesn't really matter because you're just going to keep getting new gear, and then once you're finally, you know, 110, then you're like, oh, okay, cool, I have 800 gear, and then 810, and then you just get better gear for that level, not like, anyway, it's hard to explain, because hey, you're level 50, you're max level, right? But it's more than that, because the gear also goes with the champion points, like, so it's not quite the same. It's more like I am level 55 now, and I'm needing to get to level 60, even though on paper I'm level 50, but I only 70 champion points. Anyway, I'm rambling way too much about this. Anyway, so we've been playing a lot of Overwatch. That's been a lot of fun. We're all really terrible at the game. I'm really, or at least I should say, I used to be really good, and it's weird to say that, I know. But, you know, high school, whatever, I was really good at like Counter-Strike and so forth, really precise shooters. But these arcade type shooters, I've never really been good at. I was not great at Team Fortress. I'm not good at Overwatch. It's painful to admit that. I feel like there's just way too much going on that I can't concentrate on, like getting headshots or whatever. It's just too much on the screen. If I could eliminate all of the particle effects, and essentially it would make it more like Counter-Strike or something, right? But if I could do that, I feel like I would be a lot better. But it's hard to me to concentrate while 100 different things are going on, and you get a lot of tunes that are, you know, zipping around like Genji or whatnot, and Tracer, and yeah, that's cool and all. It's so and maybe it's just I'm getting old, you know. I'm in my 30s now, early 30s, but still 30s. And you know, there's a stigma that there's no competitive, you know, older guys, or girls, older people out there, because your reaction time goes down, and so forth, and I feel like maybe it's true. I used to be really good at video games, and now I don't know, maybe I'm not so much. I'm okay at like WoW, but really it's WoW. I mean, um man, I just remember, you know, times playing Dark Age Camelot. I one time I 3v1 someone, or 1v3, that maybe I was one person, there was three baddies, right? That were still alive. Now I was in a group with other people, and they had a bigger group, but it all came down to everyone was dead but these three dudes and me. and I took all 3 out, and I'll always remember that. Like, it's those moments in time, that I wish that back then, we had game capture, or I guess we maybe did fraps, but no one ever used it. YouTube wasn't a thing, Twitch wasn't a thing. So anyway, what can you do? And man, where am I going with that? I'm gonna cut this part out because I'm just spacing. But yeah, I'm terrible at Overwatch. But playing with a lot of people that are terrible at also, so that's good. It's good times. The next thing we're playing. I'm looking. I played a little bit last night called Broforce. It's amazing. It's this like 8-bit Terraria meets like Contra game, and it's just so fun to play. And like, oh man, everything is bad as Broforce. I mean, it's just there. It's it doesn't take itself seriously at all. So I'll show you some gameplay here on the videos. And it's just hilarious fun. So check that out if you haven't. It's not a new game. I just hadn't heard of it before. Call me on the back. Call me not with the times. So I'm hoping that Dutch and Clubby and who the streamer dudes that I was talking about on Twitch, they have the game too. So we're hoping to get some 4-player going on sometime, and it's just going to be chaotic and it's going to be good. The other big thing, I guess, CES was recently, right? CES, yeah, I think that's the acronym for it. And I didn't follow too much about it, but I'm really excited for the new Radeon cards that are coming out, the Vegas, because I guess they're supposed to have really like new memory technology that's gonna help. They're claiming it might double like video game memory, not the on the card thing, but the technology that they use on how they cache it and so forth is gonna make, I guess, virtually increase the space because of how more effective it is. I've been in Nvidia for a long time. That I am switching to Radeon is a new thing. Or I'm looking to. And it's because I've been becoming increasingly aware of Nvidia's kind of more shady business practices that me as a consumer, I just don't want to support. And I want to support the open source kind of community, which Radeon is actually trying to build. Rather than NVIDIA's proprietary technologies. I'm going to link a video at the bottom of this video, kind of more about that. I think I mentioned it in my last vlog too, coincidentally. But I'm reading more about the Vega that's coming out. There's a lot of news articles because of CES, I'm sure, and so forth. And it looks really good. So I'm ready to let Radeon have some of my money and see what they can do with it. Yeah. Anyway, that's all I have for today. I hope you all have a great day. And again, please subscribe to the channel, because if you don't, then no one else will see this video either. And maybe you're saving them, but maybe, just maybe, you can share it and be like, hey, look at this dude, isn't he? If you're watching, because it hurt when I watched him, and because it hurt, I want you to hurt. I want you to feel his pain and suffering and the sorrow and tragedy that I had to endure listening to this guy. What it felt like to me. I'm sure it was going to be a span of minutes. It felt like eons. What was life? Stay safe, stay classy. Bye.